Okay, in this lecture we are going to cover about the VBA print all statements. Means to say we have invoice and we want to print that invoice by using loop. It may be possible we may have 10 datas, we may have hundreds of datas, or may have any number of datas, n number of datas. Okay, so to start working with, we need a data. So that's why I'll open a folder where we want to work, but the folder name is batch, and then we have 1120. so we have changed this folder name, so I will change it as well, 11 advanced Excel. Okay, so now I'm coming here. We have I think we need a data, so this data is best for working with this, and this is an Excel file, XLSX, not XLSM. If we have any file with the XLSM extension, it means that this file contain VBA code. So what I am going to do, I'll use this file for the data and I'll create a new file as well. So I want to create a VBA file, that's why I will not create like this, right click, new, and Microsoft Excel worksheet. I don't want to create like this. What I want to create, I will create by opening Excel, and then we will select a blank workbook and then maximize it. First of all, save this file just by pressing Ctrl S. When I press Ctrl S, we have more options are there, and in this we have a browse option is there, other location, shared option means to say if you want to share you can use this, but I want to save this in browser, save this in local system. So that's why I will use browse. Browse means where you want to save. So I click on browse. When we click on browse button, it will automatically direct you to locate on documents, but we want to save this file in batch folder. So we will come in the batch folder that is located in D drive. We have a batch folder, and then we have to select 11 advanced Excel. So in this folder we will save the file. So I want to give a name. What date today? 8th of October 2025. And then I have to save it as Ctrl S, save as, browse, and I have to select the save as type. What type we have to select? Macro enabled, XLSM. So Ctrl S to save. Now your file is saved as macro enabled, but extension is you are able to see XLSM. This is the XLSM, means to say macro enabled. Macro means VBA का जो भी कोड होता है for particular task that you want to perform, we can write the macro for that as well, or we can write the functions by with the assigned with buttons, command buttons. So I don't want this file, that's why I delete this file, and I have just one file, single file, and we need to paste data from where? Any location. So I want to get the data from book dot, like this is the data. If you want to copy this data, you just Ctrl A, Ctrl C. But if you don't want to copy this data, you need to filter some data, then we will use the option that is import, get data from other sources. So to do so, we will come here in the data section, and we have option that is from file. So get data, then file, then from Excel workbook. So we will select this option. When we select this option, we have to give the path of the file. So it is opening, it is taking time. Now you can see it is opened. So we are open in the same location, and we have to select the file from where we want to get the data. I want to get the data from Kaggle book selling record. That's why I will click on the import. When we click on the import statement, then data will be collected here, and it will display all the tables available in that workbook. So only one sheet is available in that workbook, that's why it is displaying only one. Now we have transform data option is there, and we have load data option is there, but we want to perform some manipulation on the data, that's why we can use transform data option. Got it? So we will click on the transform data. When we click on the transform data, we reached in the Power Query editor. Okay, if you talk about this Power Query editor, it is same when we go for Power BI. It is totally same. Okay, for example, if we say the options close, query, manage columns, reduce rows, sort, transform, combine, parameters, data source, new query, like these all are the same options. It may possible some shuffles are there, but same options will be found there. Okay, so what I want to do, if I want to remove any date, I want to remove this date, I want to remove this date only. So that's why I can just right click on this and I can remove this as well. Remove. Okay, just right click and remove. We have removed this. And if you don't want other columns, you can remove other columns as well. But I don't want to work on lots of data, just want to display you that what actually happening here. So we have an option close and load. We can close and load. If you want to specify on what sheet, what location, you can use 2. So I am using close and load. Now data is available here, query connections are there. Okay, so data is available here. With the help of this data, we want to generate some invoice. What invoice do? Invoice let us know about what are the information for this particular order, because this is the sales data. This is the sales data generated by the e-commerce website. Sales data generated by the e-commerce website. So we want to collect this data in an invoice. So we need an invoice. So I will not create invoice manually. I will download invoice from the web. There are lots of templates are available in the internet. So we will come in the web and then try to download the template. So what I will write, download Excel template. Invoice भी लिख सकते हैं और template. I send invoice. Okay, and then enter. When you click on this, you have Microsoft official website, and in that website some templates are there. So try to download from here only. And if you want, you can try other website, but I didn't try it, so I can't say कि आप ये try कर सकते हो. So I'm coming here and we have lots of invoices are there. Now this is the Word template. This is also a Word template because Word icon is here. We have Excel icon is here, Excel icon is here, Excel icon is here. It means this is the Excel data. Okay, the invoice that you want, you look like is the best fit for you. You can download that invoice. Okay, I want to download this invoice, so I'll click on this and try to download this invoice. Download, there is an option directly you can download invoice. We have clicked on this and now invoice is downloaded. Okay, so we can do one thing. We can also start with this and import the data in this, or if we can copy this sheet and paste it there, we can follow any of these options. Okay, just I'm cutting this file and pasting it in this folder. Okay, sample corporate yellow standard invoice. So first of all I will open this and we'll see the invoice look and what the look is invoice has. So enable editing, we can do this, and now this is the invoice that we have available. Okay, so if I want to generate this data invoice, I can use this old data that is available in this file as well, or otherwise what we can do, we can import data in this file. So I want to import the data in this file, so this operation will be repeated. So what I will do, Alt A, in the data section we have PN, get data from file, F, and then W from workbook, means to say Excel workbook. So I'll select this, what the data will select, Kaggle book report records, then import. This is the file that we want to import. Click on import, and I don't want to transform this data, that's why I will directly click on this load data button. So select this file and preview will be available here. I don't want to transform this data, I just want to load this data and data will be available here. Okay, so I'm going to rename this sheet as well. So first of all we will wait for some time. Now data is available and I'll close it. Now we have this data is available. Based upon this data I want to generate this invoice. Okay, so we can generate this invoice. You can design your own invoice, but we don't want, that's why this is the thing, and we have invoice number is there. So this invoice number will be manually entered by the user. So I will enter like 101. This is the invoice number. Based upon this invoice number, here the invoice ID's due date should be come here, but we don't have due date. We have just only date or purchase date. We can say invoice date is the date, and we have purchase date, purchase date. We can add this purchase date here. So to add this purchase date, we will come here and we will get the data from this data. So you can create the range of these cells. So I'll select Control A, or we can say Control A. Okay, what we have to do, Control A, select all, Alt MMD, define name. What name I want to give? Because it's a sales data, that's why I will give sales data as the name of this table, and we will give the header name Alt MMD, define name again. What name we will give? Header. Okay, if you want to use header, you can use header, and I will select this one and Alt MMD, and we will give the ID as the name of this ID column, or we can say row. Okay, we can say row as well. So we have data is available, and we don't want to use this because you will not find any header so that you can use match. So that's why we will manually enter the index number. So to do so, I will just copy this and I'll come in the other sheet and I will paste here, so that I can get the index number of that particular value. So Alt Control V, and how we can paste? By using transpose E. We will select the transpose and then enter. Now these all headers are available here, and we have to use match function for this. So that's why I'll use equals to match, and I want to know what is the lookup value. I want to look up this value, and lookup array. What is the name of the lookup array? Header. We have given header. Is there anyone who have any problem? Please let me know. Okay, header, comma, what next? Exact match. Then why? That's why bracket 1 0, enter. Control C to copy and paste it entire the things. Means to say we have columns name is available here. Okay, whatever the column you want, you can get. So what I want? Purchase date. Alt HOI. Purchase date I want. That's why column name is. What is the column name, Vinith? 2. So to get the second column name, we can use index function here, equals to index and array name. What is the name of the array? Sales. We have given the sales data, comma. What is the row number? Row number, we can get this row number by using this ID. So we can use match function for this row number. So I just want to give the name this as like we can say invoice ID. We can give the name Alt MMD. Why? Because we don't want to use the F4 to fix the particular cell. That's why. Okay, so what I want to give? Invoice ID. I can say invoice ID. Okay. Oh no, I made a mistake. Name manager, and then change this with this another. Edit it and rename it with edit ID. Okay. So we have edit ID is available, equals to index, and then we have array. Array name is sales data, comma, row number. I want to get it with help of match function. That's why match, and then lookup value. What I will give lookup value? Invoice ID, comma, lookup array. What the array? Header, because we have to find this in the header. Is it okay? No, it's not okay, because we have to find the data 101 in row. तो यहाँ पे क्या आएगा? हेडर आएगा, आईडी आएगी, ID. Okay, so we have to select the ID, comma, exact match we want. That's why bracket 1. So now row number is available here. So what next we have to do? We have to use column name. Column name we will use manually. What is the name of this column? 2, because we have calculated this 2, bracket 1 and then enter. Now date is available. If you want to copy this, you can copy this and paste it here, but you have to change the date. So what is the date column name? 3. So we'll replace it 2 with 3. Now 3 is here. Understand? And now bill 2, we don't have company, city, state name. We have different details, because invoice is for this for sales data, and we have data कि किसके पास भेजना है, where we want to share. तो वहाँ पे आते देखते क्या क्या होता है यहाँ पे. We have city, state and like these things. Ship city, ship state and postal code. We will use this. What is the ship city number? 27. So we will use this number here again. Okay, so we will come here and we will paste the formula, copy, and because we want to display the bill the ship city as well from based upon 101, so we have to change the row number, column number 27. 27 is there, control D, and we have to change this 28 and we have to change this as 29. Understand? Means to say based upon the invoice number, whatever the invoice number will value will be updated. Okay, if I have 110 then value is updated, if I have 150 then value is updated, if we have like any other number then invoice as respective these ID everything is going to be updated. Bill from, we don't need to bill from change, we can write static value here, like we said Zillion Softtech PVT Ltd, city state city Rewari हरियाणा, एंड पिन दे दिया हमने 123401, ईमेल दे दिया info@zillionsoftech.com, फ़ोन नंबर डाल दिया 8901164933. This value will be same for every invoice, no matter what invoice number is, what is the order number we can say or invoice number. Okay, clear? Is there any problem at this point? No. Now let's move to the next portion. What is this? This is the description of the product, but we are not giving the any more than one product, that's why we can remove this and we can add just for one thing. Okay, so we can add one, and means to say I'm just copy pasting the invoice. If you want to create invoice, you have to create your invoice based upon these headers. What is your expected requirement? Based upon that requirement you have to create these headers. Okay, so what I want to show display, I don't want to the description, I want the product name, so that's why I will say product name. Okay, so I want to get the product name. What is the product name here? 21. Wow, product name is 21. So I'll select copy this code and paste it here, and we'll change this with 21. Why it is coming like this? Because this is inside the table view, and in table view automatically everything will be gets printed. Okay, so product name is this. If I want to change this with any other product 23, the product is change. Okay, product name is changed, but I want to get price, so I will copy this and paste it here. I will copy and paste it here. As I paste here, everything will be updated. So I will remove this, and I have to change this with the ID. What ID of what column number of this price? Is this available here or not? No. So I'll go downward and see the price. Cost price is this, total price is this. So we have to share the total price. क्या कह रहे हो?
25 item price.
Yes, item price. Yes, this is the actual price. Okay, we have to add this 25. So we'll come here and we will change this to 25. Okay, so I will remove this. And same thing, we have to add quantity, because number of quantity is how many numbers are quantity is there. So we'll replace it with the what the quantity column number is 23. So we'll replace it with 23. Now remove these things, and if you want to get the total, we have just one only, so we can get the total as well. Okay, so in the price column we are getting the date. Why we are getting the date in price column? We are getting the price, but the format of this cell is converted into the date, that's why it is displaying the date. So we have to convert this is back into number. So how we can convert it? Control Shift 1 to convert it into back into number. So I want to get the total as well. So if you want to get the total, we can get the total as well, because we have total column is there, total amount at 31. So I'll just copy this and add it here and change it to 31. Now it is changed, and we have total is available, tax is also available, like this is the final price of this. Okay, so no matter how you change this invoice number, whatever the invoice number is, based upon this invoice number everything will be gets changed. Is there any problem at this point? I think there is a problem. What is this? Date is coming in the column of 29. What is this in 29 column? In 29 ship code, means to say in the code section date is coming. So it means it may possible that its data type has changed, so it is changed to date. So we have to convert it back into the normal, so control shift 1 number, it becomes number. Now it is pin code, general we have to change it. This is the pin code. Okay, so pin code is there, and you have to, if you find any difficulty you can change. If you want to display the date format and different type like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you can add it as well. It whatever the like way of you want you can use. Okay, now this is the invoice we have available, and try to print this invoice. Thank you. Anything else? No. Okay, so I'll print Control P, and when I print, it is by default set because we have downloaded this template. That's why they already set the margin and etc. the other things. So what next I want to create a button, so that when someone click on this button, then automatically what is the invoice should be printed. Okay, so to create a button, we will go in the developer tab. Quantity, okay, we have to also change the quantity as well, control shift 1, and we have to change the total, control shift 1. Okay, now it is converted into same thing and it is working fine. Okay, if you want to display this instead of dollar, you can display the currency symbol. It's your task. It's very easy. From where you can change it, you can come inside the home tab, and inside this you can change here by using this more options. You can change this symbol is here because it is a dollar symbol. You can replace it with the rupee symbol. When you replace it with the rupee symbol, you will have this and convert into the rupees. Okay, is there any problem? No. So we have to create a button so that we can print this. In the developer tab, we will create insert and we will create a button. In the insert tab, we will create a button and we have to print. So we'll say print. So double click on this. When you double click on this, this code window will be available, and you will be available here. This is the property window, and you will you can change the visibility of that button. What visible is command button 1, but we don't want to display command button 1. That's why we change it to print current invoice. Okay, you can change it like print current invoice. If you want anything, you can change any other as well. Okay, now if you are not able to view see these windows, it may be possible because these windows are not available from here. So from here you can add or enable or disable windows from here. Okay, if you find that there is no property windows coming, then come to the view section and then you can enable from here. Okay, try to click on this properties window, you will get this window back available. Okay, so what I want, when someone click on this, this entire invoice should be printed. So, okay, but we also want one thing, that is print area. What area should be? Up to this one, G37, from A1 to G37. So 37, G37, we have to print this area. So to print this area, we can use selections statement. Okay, in yesterday program we covered everything like this, and I'm going to double click on this and I'm going to code this code copy from there. But before going to code, just I'll copy the code. We need a variable where we can save the location of that particular PDF where you want to save. We want to save this PDF here, and we'll create it. We have created a folder and we want to save this PDF here. So this is the path where we want to save. We will use this path and we will add path with the name. So we have to create a like every PDF must have different name. So to create every PDF different name, we will use this invoice address. What is this address? F2, invoice ID, or we can say F2. This is the address of F2. So we can get the value from F2, and by taking this value from F2 invoice sheet and F2 cell address, and we will add this name in the file name. Understand? Clear? कोई क्वेश्चन किसी तरह का नहीं? Okay, so we want to print this like invoice. So we have data is available in yesterday class we have covered. I'll just copy from there as well, PDF data, and what is this file name? 5. Yesterday what was the name of the file? I think I covered in this file in last class we have shared you third. Let's look at this and try to open this as well. We have done, I think, yes, here we have done this. So I'll copy this, but before copying I will explain you everything. Okay, design mode is on. Enable the design mode and print statement. Double click on this. Now we are in this block of code. We have to select this entire data. Happy birthday to you.
नहीं हमारे
आपका बर्थडे बेटा
नहीं
क्यों?